Alright guys, we gotta talk. You already know what it is. Kenshin. Ikari Kenshin here. We've got some breaking news. It could be real, could be fake. We don't know, but it looks legit. So let's get into it. There has been a leak of someone's I'm not sure it's someone's Discord message or something, but this is literally like a screenshot of the computer of that person's Discord message. So this is like literally the only evidence we have right now of this information floating around the internet. Anyhow, let's get into it. It's about the Stranglethorn Vale PvP event. It says new Atal tribe reputation with unique rewards. Now, hopefully the rewards are a little bit better than the Ashenvale rewards because we didn't get many at all. Okay, it says honorable kills cover you in blood and a counter on your character increases like Mak Gora ears. Enemy faction corpses drop veils of blood. Hand in this blood for reputation with a Tal tribe and experience. Okay, it says until 40, then gold. So what it's saying is like the Alterac Valley event where people had to they would get kills and they would collect the ears from their enemies and turn them in to help with the progression of the game. It's kind of like that. So you get kills and you get covered in blood and then it contributes to a certain event. It says until 40 and then gold. So once you hit 40 and if you're still doing this after 40, that means it's going to turn that experience into gold. Just like when you hit level cap and you're doing quests and instead of experience you get gold, right? Then the next point says Blood Moon event triggers when X amount of PvP only kills have occurred. PvE world bosses spawn and factions have to battle over who gets the kills. Similar to Azurgos and Kazakh. It at various areas troll encampments throughout STV. The spawn points are not marked, but will have a number of random locations to prevent mass camping in fixed spawn points. Okay, so first thing, like I mentioned earlier, with the being covered by blood, this is the event. The blood triggers the event after X amount of players have been killed. And then they talk about spawning a world boss, kind of like Kazakh and Azurgos, which is pretty awesome, I think. So once these guys spawn, they spawn in random spots, so people can't camp them, which is a good idea. I'm sure that people are gonna obviously figure out after a few tries where all the spawn points are, and they're going to have them camped. There's no comparison to the extent that WoW players as a community will go to overcome obstacles that have been implemented by developers. Let's say that, yeah. So I predict that in the first week or two, people are gonna have those spawn points figured out and they're gonna have them camped, and it's gonna make things very interesting, if not difficult, for the other faction, right? Okay, next point. When all sub bosses are dead, an end boss spawns at Gorobashi Arena. Gorobashi Arena skirmish free for all is disabled until the end boss dies. When the end boss dies, skirmish free for all is re-enabled. All boss kills grant 200 reputation each. So we don't know how many bosses there are going to be, but these sub bosses are going to grant us 200 reputation each, and the end boss is going to spawn in the arena. So that's pretty cool. I think that honestly the arena also is going to contribute to the event because it's a free-for-all event, so everyone in there is going to be just mass killing each other. It's going to be a grand old time, I'll tell you that. So we're killing each other, we're getting covered in blood, triggers the event, the boss spawns inside of the arena. Hopefully, you're not still in there trying to fight each other while the boss spawns. That would be crazy, but that's what happens. Okay, it says when a faction kills the end boss, the blood moon ends. All players of the winning faction within STV gain 500 reputation and a zone-wide buff, Gaze of the Blood God, which grants a 5% damage increase and 20% run speed aura for 1 hour that persists on death. Similar to the Plaguelands Towers, only works in STV and is reset when the next blood moon begins. So you get another world buff and it persists through death, which is pretty freaking awesome. It's a 5% increase damage increase, or 5% increase damage, and then 20% run speed aura. So I'm curious to know if this is legitimate, if it will stack with the Ashen Veil buff or with the BFD buff, right? Because right now the BFD buff, it gives you 3% hit, 2% crit, and 20% attack power with 20 attack power, 25 spell damage, and 20 movement speed. 20% of that for 120 minutes. So I'm curious to know if that's gonna be something that's going to stack. I feel like if it's legit, that it's probably not gonna stack because the buffs are a bit similar, but at the same time they could stack because it's only 5%. It's the only thing I'm really concerned about is that 20% move speed, because they're not gonna give us 40% move speed. Come on, let's be real. So they're probably, what's gonna happen is if it does stack, only the 5% stacks on the rest of these buffs, and the 20% movement speed is going to override each other, so it's probably going to just be 20% instead of 40. But yeah, I think that's what we got going on here. This sounds really cool. This sounds very cool, and people are going to be stacking reputation. A Tal I reputation. That might be a new that sounds like a new faction, so we're probably going to get some decent rewards for this. I'm really excited about this, guys. I literally left work because I got this news earlier today, and I was at work, and I was like, damn, I gotta get home. I gotta make a video about this. People want to know what's going on, especially when there's a leak. Come on. But guys, sound off in the comments if you're excited about this. Let me know what you think about the points here, the leak of information, whether or not you think it's legit. Let me know what you like or don't like about it. And I really want to thank you guys. I really appreciate everyone watching my videos and interacting in the videos and such. Don't forget to subscribe. I know a lot of you guys that are watching aren't subscribed. If you like the videos that I'm posting, hit that subscribe, man. Subscribe, hit that like, and hit that notification bell, because you don't want to miss the videos. I post every week. Anything from like PvP stuff that I'm working on right now, news stuff that has to do with SOD, or tips. I do gold farming tips, and I do some rune videos as well. So guys, I appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.